nothing. So, thank you all for attending. On behalf of Kelly, Kim, and myself and our families, we'd like to welcome you. Lee Francis Stanfel, born March 8th, 1943, passed away peacefully on September 23rd, 2024. Hard for me to believe that Dad was sitting right there 3 months ago for mom service, and here we are today to honor him. We're saying goodbye to our hero today. Dad was born in San Francisco, the oldest of four. Dad's beautiful sister, Carly, his two brothers, Stephen and Peter, of course his father, Leland, his mom, Dorothy, and later his stepmom, Marie. The Stanfel name was well known in San Francisco, where Dad was raised, and with his family owning the famous Double Play Bar at 16th and Bryant. Dad was a proud veteran of the United States Army from 1960 to 1963, and he was a very patriotic American. He loved the red, white, and blue and our country. They don't make him like Dad anymore. He was proud to be an Army veteran and displayed his colors everywhere he went, always greeting people with a smile, some thoughtful words, and one hell of a handshake. He taught us the right way to shake hands. As far back as I can remember, Dad was larger than life itself. Known to many as Little Lee, he was anything but little. Growing up with a dad like ours was pretty amazing. We had a nice house, a swimming pool, a travel trailer, and then a motorhome. We went on cruises, road trips, family vacations. We had all kinds of family, cousins, and friends around, as well as a huge influence of great people that were friends of Dad's. Dad was our hero. He worked hard to be able to give us the life we enjoyed, and we're forever grateful for his hard work and dedication. If you knew Little Lee, you were fortunate. He was a leader, a devoted husband, brother, father, and an amazing friend. Many of his coworkers over the years stayed in touch with him, and now I know why. It's because of who he was, because of his character, compassion, and his integrity. And talking with my brother-in-law Tom, I found out firsthand how Dad cared about his staff. They were everything to him. Dad had a keen sense of character. He was always there. It didn't matter if you needed to just talk to him and let him guide you through, or something specific. Dad always had a way of making things happen. One of Dad's biggest things was QTL, quality time left. Always wanting you to embrace and enjoy every moment you can with your family with the time that you're given. We will cherish the memories of him and smile because we know that Dad would want it that way. Dad left us wearing a bright yellow shirt. If you know, you know it, right, Tom? And he was holding his favorite veteran's hat, which is exactly what he wanted. Our father touched so many lives. He was left the biggest footprint on this earth and will live on through all of us. Dad had a huge influence on me. It's what got me into cars, motorsports, and sports in general. A huge part of our lives. He truly enjoyed football, NASCAR, Indy cars, motocross, and sailing, would you believe, but mostly drag racing. Things you may not know about Dad: he got expelled from the second grade for shooting a nun in the foot with a BB gun. He was a bat boy for the San Francisco Seals from 1956 to 1958 at Kezar Stadium with his buddy Mike Murphy. He played football for the U.S. Army while stationed in Germany. And he was a member of the Ground Pounders Drag Racing Club, which meant you had to weigh more than 300 pounds and go more than 150 miles an hour. So, Dad had a magnetic personality. He was fun-living and a genuinely good human being. He had an amazing sense of humor, even being referred to as a smartass. I wonder where I get it. Let's just say Dad did things right. He was a big man with an even bigger heart. One of Dad's greatest joys was becoming a papa to Jordan, Michaela, Emma, Connor, Sarah, Chase, and Madison. Dad enjoyed all of his time spent with his grandkids and enjoyed watching each of them grow into the people that they are today. Papa's ways, lessons, expectations were taught. He showered them with love and admiration and had so much fun being a part of all their wonderful accomplishments. Dad was a very career-oriented man. His love of the trucking industry was very apparent. Known on the CB radio as the road boss, Dad was a truck driver at heart and then earned his way into management, where he truly belonged as a leader, someone he wanted to work for. He later went back to driving a truck, and then Dad finished his career again in management of several high-level trucking companies across the western United States. He was well respected in the industry by truckers, coworkers, management, and had a special relationship with the CHP. The Stanfel name was well known throughout the trucking industry. One of Dad's favorite jobs in his career was later at Corbell Champagne Cellars, originally hauling champagne in the Zone 18-wheeler, the Yandel 172, which is in one of these pictures. Then turned into a permanent job at the winery as a parts manager. Yes, they liked him that much. Dad had also become heavily involved with the Heck drag racing team and traveled with the team for nearly a decade. Again, these are people that we have lifelong friendships with. Dad was kind of like a walking billboard for Corbell. He met and stayed friends with a huge amount of racers, and I'm also lucky enough to be friends with these same people because of Dad. After retiring and selling our family house in 2001, Mom and Dad spent time in Reno, Idaho, Medford with Uncle Don, back to Reno, and then finally they were blessed to make one last move back to Medford for the final chapter with Kelly and Tom in a very comfortable and loving home. Dad's dedication to everything in life barely compares to the love he had for our mom. Engaged only 10 days after their first date, they cruised in a 63 Impala in El Camino Real, all thanks to our Uncle Don for introducing them. Having been married for over 59 years, these two are inseparable and had been through thick and thin. They did everything together, which now includes being born in 1943 and passing together in 2024. They are the actual meaning of true love and dedication. Dad loved being in Medford as they got to spend QTL while they were here. They loved watching sunsets, going for ice cream, taking drives out in the country, eating well, and just being cared for each and every day, whether it be Kelly and Tom, the wonderful hospice team, our amazing friends, Chaplain Bill and Lori, or just the silliness that would ensue with Dad every day. They are missed so much, and the part that makes us happy is that they are together forever. When Mom passed away, Dad had a hard time going on without her. Each day was a challenge. Every moment without his beautiful girl right there was taking minutes away from the time he had left. In the end, just 97 days. It's with the love, compassion of hospice, constant prayers, family, friends, messages on social media that got Dad through the toughest challenge of his life, losing Mom. I'd like to recognize Heather and Hunter from hospice, who played a critical role in comforting Dad right to the very end. I truly believe Dad passed from a broken heart, even though he gave Mom a short vacation up here on this beautiful mountain. His heart was always with her, and this is where he wanted to be. Dad was able to push through the last 3 months of his life because of his new sidekick, Kelly. I think she felt like he was her kid, and she cared for him. Breakfast, lunches prepped, pills sorted, clothes picked out. I mean, why else would you let a grown man have a French soap blizzard for dinner? They continued to share car rides, meals out together, people watching, sunsets, watching planes take off the land. And Dad especially enjoyed his time together with several people that Kelly helped to come visit Mom. His special bond, Kelly and Tom, for those last 3 months was priceless, and I know he loved every minute. He was truly overwhelmed by the sacrifices Kelly and Tom made to have Mom and Dad up here together. They wanted it to feel like the center of the world, and I know it worked. Kim wants you to know that she will be forever grateful for the time that she got to care for Dad and be with him when he passed. She's forever grateful for spending time, especially with the three of us, in Dad's last days, as well as her brother-in-law, Tom. I know having all this together meant a lot to Dad. We were loving him and cheering him on to go greet his beautiful angel, our mom, who he so dearly missed. Their love story will now go on for eternity, and I know they are now at peace, Daddy. I will love you always and forever. You are my forever hero, and you will forever live in my heart. I hope you and Mommy enjoy eternity together until we see each other again. Rest ever so peacefully. Watch, guide us, and know that you are our beautiful guardian angels, your daughter Kim. Kelly would like you to know her home feels empty without you both, and she'll give it in to hear your precious voices again. She cries because it's over, but she smiles because you're so lucky enough to have you as parents. Dad, I will miss you forever and promise to make you proud and visit you and Mom often. Thank you for being absolutely the very best dad I could have asked for. Your hugs at bedtime are what I miss the most. You gave it your all, and now you can rest peacefully until we meet again. With loves and hugs forever, your baby girl, Kelly. So in closing, Dad, I will truly miss our daily talks and the sound of your voice. I will proudly carry on the Stanfel name and continue to make you and Mom proud. I will always remember you for your strength, your courage, your character, integrity, and your sense of humor, and the love of our family. I will always remember you for being the best example of a great father, a husband, and for teaching me to be the man that I am today. I know there's several things that I didn't talk about, but at this time, I will always remember you, Bob. He always ended his messages with "Love you, pal." So, now go rest on that mountain, Dad. Until we meet again, I love you, Pop.
So we are officially out of time for the service. If you want to go do a quick closing prayer, I'll step outside and call the internment crew, and they'll be here in just a moment.
Okay. Yes.